called. I don't know what I called it. I could have sworn I've done one on evolution as well, but it won't come up. You're not ghosting me already, are you? Bastards. Search. Ghost search. What's it called? Search band. I don't know. Right. It's not showing. Go on then, we'll do Stanley quickly. Because there's hardly any gates. We've already covered it, I know we have. I don't know why it's not coming up. Stanley Kubrick. Egghead. It looks like Salman Rushdie. People actually say this is Salman Rushdie. You're off your heads. They're decades apart. Stanley Kubrick. Rushdie. Is it Rushdie? Is that right? Yeah, there they are. They say it's the same person. I say it's the same family. The one from that country I'm not allowed to mention. Same family, that's for sure. One's a book writer, one's a filmmaker. One was American, one was English. One's got very, very arched eyebrows and the other one doesn't. Doppelgangers. They call it doppelgangers. Boom, 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 boom. Right, let's play ball with Stanley Kubrick. It's an egghead. She's got open eye sockets. Look how open it is. Look, if you look at a real man, I know I'm a real man, so I can give myself as a reference. We have rectangular, closed-in eyes. Look, with a brow bone, deep set eye, versus a very open eye socket. Look, with no brow bone. This giant five-head, which I don't have, look, I have a forehead, a sloping, short forehead. Male skull, wide triangle. Female skull, narrow, small triangle, look. Takes a little bit of practice before you can do the triangles, but once you realise there's a difference in men and women's eyes, through looking at these two pictures, once you realise these two differences, it's quite easy to see the open eye sockets of the woman, the arching eyebrow of a woman looking back at you. Stanley Kubrick, there's hardly any pictures of this one walking, I know, because we've only just recently done it. There's one with, not that one, that one. This is NASA. They seem to be in a set of film studios, look, for sure, for sure. You've got some quite high-profile faces here. Stanley Kubrick, of course. But this one right here, this is the inventor of satellites. A science fiction writer invented the idea of a satellite, and then NASA extended that compliment and actually made them and put them in space. Allegedly, if you believe in space. Which I don't, because I know it was all filmed in film studios. And everybody who filmed it walks like a bunch of bloody mincers. Kubrick, dial M for Masons, whoever this little egghead is on the end with a big schnoz. Anyone that I see with a big schnoz like that, shaped like an arrowhead, shaped like the ace of spades, I just automatically assume they come from that country that I'm not allowed to mention. And everywhere I look, I can see these liars, these deceivers. Just by the way they walk, inline footfall. Look, why is that one dressed like a cricketer? Did they play cricket on the moon as well and then change their mind? Well, we'll just do golf. Stanley Kubrick with NASA officials. What is a movie producer doing with NASA officials? Senior administrator for the Apollo project, egghead, the one with the big schnoz. Stanley Kubrick, Arthur C. Clarke, 3 first names, right there. A NASA advisor, Frederick Ordway, never heard of her, but why is she dressed like a cricketer? And NASA astronaut Deke Slayton, what a name. They made it all up, and they used this movie producer to get away with it, and they did. Stanley Kubrick made the most epic space movie of his time, Space Odyssey 2001, I believe it is. It's still a timeless classic, and at the end of that film, Space Odyssey, the astronaut who's done all this travelling and time travelling, he shows the Earth at the end is holding a globe. Not a globe. What do you call them? Oh God, with them little houses in water. He's holding one of them, and he drops it, and it smashes. And it's like they're telling you the truth all the way through, and right at the end they give it away with the flat Earth inside the dome underwater. They have to show you the truth. That's mocking you. I did enjoy Space Odyssey, I gotta admit. Who's that mincing there? I don't know. She's a big girl, isn't she? Oh, that's The Shining. Stanley Kubrick with flamingo. I haven't seen that before. That's a nice flamingo photo on Stanley. There's very few pictures of her walking. Let me take that name, put it in the back file. 1 second. Copy. Open H's file. Come here. H. There you go. H's file. Search Stanley Kubrick. Away it goes. As it searches for Stanley, we'll see if there's any more gates. I don't think there are. I think that's it. That one, I've never seen that one before. That's the only one I think I had of him walking, maybe. Oh, Stanley Kubrick picture. I was thinking, is that him as a young man? That astronaut's mincing, and it's a male actor, look. Well, you would assume it was a male, but it walks like a woman, look. Why is it mincing? Another one there, look, full mince. Can we get that in bigger? It'd be nice if that was bigger. That's an absolutely perfect full mince. Well, whatever you want to call them, vagabond, the deep state, the Illuminati, the shadow governments, whatever you want to call them, the Phoenicians, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, they're releasing this information one way or another. The Bible says that in the end times, everything that was done in the dark will be revealed to us all, and that's exactly what I'm going through. It doesn't feel like the little season. If it is the little season, we'll find out in exactly 60 odd days, won't we? When it hits the end of this year, that's 250 years. That's the little season over, and we'll know at the end of this year if we're in the little season. But I say we're in Revelation. The things that have been revealed to me in the last 12 years alone have changed. They not only blew my mind and broke the matrix I was living in, the mind matrix. It brought me so close to God in an instant that I'm still moved to this day, 12 years on. When I really start to think about him, I get really emotional. I really do. Because I know that he exists. And I know a lot of you say, well, why does he continue to allow this to continue happening? Well, mankind fell from his graces, and at the minute, most of the world don't care. And if that's the case, then the wheats will be few and the tares will be many. Innit? That's the way I look at it. He kicked Satan out of heaven because heaven was perfect and Satan wanted to mess it up. Why did he let Satan mess the earth up? Well, man had free will. Man already knew about good and evil. Jesus even said, when he came 2,000 years ago, ye shall be like gods. Be like gods. You're not gods, you shall be like gods, knowing good and evil. All the people that say, oh, this is your world, you are God. Well, explain it to me then. Why can't I just stop it? Why can't I just, I've had enough of this, make it back the way it should be originally? I'm not God, I'm a son of man. They invented space to take me away from God, and it worked. I wanted to go to space, not heaven. Didn't even believe in heaven. Stanley Kubrick, is it what the? Yeah, we have been here. What the? Until the cows come home. Fellas, remember, there's a high likelihood that that's an FTM. Someone ought to tell that woman those nipple rings are a little bit big for her titties. Sorry, Marley. Was you happily sleeping? Sorry, mate. Right. Let's move on. Stanley Kubrick. I don't think she's got any other gates. That's it anyway. Yeah, I know it is. My back file saying. What do you mean there's no Stanley Kubrick? Shut up. I'm in the right file. Right. Hang on. I know I've done it. Why isn't there a Stanley Kubrick? Searching again. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has been sprung. That's it. That is literally it. Maybe that's a Kubrick gate as well. No, it's not. It's not Kubrick. It's for such a famous person. There's very few pictures of her in motion. You just get pictures of her movies like Clockwork Orange and The Shining and yeah. Right. Kubrick. Back file. Should be there this time. There it is. I could have sworn I'd done another Kubrick since then. Nope, there's a second one. I've only got that one gate. You know what? I can take these pictures I found. Well, there's only one, too. I've already got the other one though. Where is it? That's the only gate shot of Stanley Kubrick. It's a perfect flamingo though. All you got to do in your mind is lay this leg and this knee, this foot backwards, look. And what you've got is a perfect full mince. That leg is in rotation because there's slight shoulder tilt, but the hips are totally twisted, look. Same with this lady as well, look. Hips are twisted. Back, broken leg on both. Slight shoulder tilt. Yeah, that's it. Save image. No, let's get rid of that. Let's go after that one. I just want you big old egghead, Stanley. Or should I call you Stanlet? He looks a bit like the Craze. Dial M for Mong Chops, look, in the airline. One-eyed symbolism. He looks like that actor, I can't remember his name. It's the Zorro eyes, look. The arching eyebrows that do it. The letter M in the eyebrows, look. Open eye sockets. Stanley Kubrick walking. Let's get rid of walking because that's what's doing it. And we'll take. It's a bit small. That's a bit better. It's offset though. What is a bigger version? No, it's still small. Right, we'll have to take one of them at the top. I quite like that one. Save image. Save image. Wind up. Save image. Right, gotcha. Salman Rushdie. What's his name? Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick fails forensics. There's only one gate. I have covered it, but it's only that moon landing picture. That's a picture that I could show you, which you've already seen. There's no point in me opening it. And I'll do that one with a single gate that I've got. Stanley Kubrick. Let's do another one. Ding, 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 ding. Michael Ironside, never heard of him. Catherine Deneuve, never heard of her. Zola Board, you're not famous enough. Kathy Freeman, not famous enough. William H. Macy, now that one's famous enough. William H. Macy. Two first names. Why is that not searching? Oh, this mouse and keyboard, man. I'm going to bite it. I am just... Oof. There we go. William H. Macy. Yeah. Let's have it. Eyes are too close to get... Oh, I didn't... Hang on, let me cut out Stanley Kubrick. I totally forgot.